Okay, welcome to Rick's Corner. I have a guest today by the name of Reid, who I've known a long time. She has quite a history in many avenues that pretty cool, actually. And we started talking about, she has a book out, she wanted to talk about it, but beyond that, she was in bodybuilding and fitness, and one of the biggest things that I know of was the Conan show at Universal Studios, where she played Red Sonja. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about all this, but bear with us because the two of us have colds.
We're coughing and sneezing.
Cold, wet weather. And
it's raining in LA.
Yeah, in LA, the streets are flooded, and I had to take my kayak out just to get over to Starbucks.
Yeah, but I had to take mine out just to get here.
I know, right? Had the water wings on.
Yeah.
So tell me, in your earlier years when you got into fitness and body, what inspired you to do something like that?
Well, first of all, I was a ski instructor when I was 16.
Right, I saw that picture.
Right, and so, and I skied since I was 5, and I was on my dad's back, and then we're at Chestnut Ridge Park in Buffalo, New York, and Buffalo Evening News Free Ski School, so always into fitness there.
Right.
Then in college, I took fencing, and I beat all the girls and all but 1 or 2 of the boys. So fencing, who knew? Then later on, I auditioned for the Conan show, and I was a swordswoman already.
Oh yeah, that's because of the fencing.
Yeah.
Of course, it makes sense.
Yeah, and so I was, I'm pretty aggressive for a girl, and I loved it. I loved learning the sword play and learning the choreography.
The swords are not light.
Oh, no, and they were real.
Yeah, they're heavy, right?
Yeah, I mean, not that heavy. The Red Sonja sword was maybe 5 pounds in the Conan.
Oh, because I've seen some are 50 to 70 pounds.
Oh, no, they're not that big in the show, because we moved. We were moving like lightning.
Right.
And the Conan show was maybe 10 pounds.
Okay.
I mean, the Conan sword.
The sword, okay. Yeah. I lifted a couple of swords.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's heavier than I thought.
They had auditions for Conan. I went up for the audition.
Huh.
Not that I really wanted to do it, but I thought maybe I'll give it a shot. And I picked up that sword. That thing was heavy.
It's pretty heavy. That's true.
Yeah, maybe the training sword they used for the guys was heavier, so the light one would feel light when they get to it.
Yeah.
But before we go, let's do this first because I have something else I want to add.
Okay.
All right. Were you into bodybuilding as well? Because you had a great body.
Thank you.
I mean, you were totally fit for the role.
Right. I think it's long. I'm long and lean.
Yeah.
I'm more lean and mean. And I didn't really build up muscle.
No.
I kept myself sleek, and my concept for this character was more like a cat.
Right.
And be quick and be sneaky.
Okay.
So that was my character development.
How many shows did you do a week at Universal?
Oh man, we do 7 a day.
Right.
And so maybe we were on 5 days a week in the summer.
It's a lot of shows.
35 shows a week, yeah.
All throughout the day.
Yeah, and thousands of people in each show. I can't remember how many.
Well, it's a huge production.
Yeah.
And most of the guys I knew.
Yeah.
Richie Bros.
Richie Bros, definitely.
Vinny Adams.
Vinny Adams, yeah.
Was Oscar Dillon on that?
Oscar, yeah. He's a good
Charles
friend.
Hairston.
I don't know that name.
Charles was there for a short time. You of course you had pictures with Arnold.
Oh yeah, I did the opening for Conan the Destroyer.
I see. Okay.
And so that was at the Men's Chinese Theater.
Right.
And so that was really interesting because I think Arnold may have not been on the juice so much. He was a little smaller, and the other guys were bigger. So there was a little dance that was going on, and the photographers were trying to get us all together.
Right.
So that shot that you have, that's when finally it all gelled, and
I see.
People decided, okay, I can stand next to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course I do.
Thing,
He's a nice guy.
Oh, he's very nice.
He's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
And, he put Conan on the map, of course.
Yeah.
How'd you meet Franco?
I did a parade. I mean, Universal. Yeah, that's right. I sent you that photo.
Yeah, he's a character, too.
Yeah. Well, I kind of tower over him.
Well, he's only like 5'2".
Yeah, and I'm 5'10", so that was a pretty cute photo.
What were some of the other guys you worked with there?
Larry Opiella was one we were talking about before. He's sending me a lot of photos on Facebook right now.
Okay.
Brian Thompson. I don't know if
I know Brian.
You know Brian?
He was at your house the day I came over.
Yeah. Brian does a lot of movies.
I met Brian years ago.
Yeah.
And he had done the thing with Stallone.
Yeah. Cobra.
Cobra, which was like one of my favorite movies.
We all went to the movie. All of us, Conan, we were supporting Brian. Every time Brian came up on the screen, we all screamed and cheered
I like
for
him. The thing was, I had watched it in my living room, and I put up surround sound speakers.
Oh, yeah.
And I turned the lights out, and I'm watching, and I'm home alone. And all of a sudden, the car pulls up, and all this noise in the background. I thought somebody was breaking in my house. It was so loud.
Yeah.
That was a good movie, and Brian's done a lot of stuff.
He's worked a lot. You know who else? Alex Daniels. I don't know if you know.
I know Alex.
Yeah,
Martial arts.
Yeah, stunt work, and he's been a stunt choreographer for quite a few years now. And Borat, he choreographed that.
Right, I used to see him at Gold's Gym.
Oh, did you really? Yeah.
I remember when he had long hair, then he had short hair. He used to always wear jean overalls.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
I know him.
That's Alex.
I know him.
And Ali Young, I don't know if you know him, but he was in. He's done quite a few movies. The one with Bruce Willis.
I'm sure I know
lost
if I
the
saw
name
him.
of it. Yeah, you would know him.
But most of those guys go on to do stunts and work anyway.
Yeah.
How many years did you do that show?
The show ran for 10 years. I think I did it for 7.
That's a long time.
And I came in from the very beginning.
That's a long time.
Yeah. It was my home base, so I was able to do the Conan show, and then because there were a few cast members of each character. So if I got a job in a movie, and I did a few movies and some TV shows, so someone would take my place in my cast.
Right, and what people don't realize, and you and I live here in Sherman Oaks, and Universal's like 5 minutes right there. It's like right there.
Neighbor.
Right up there, and you park and you go in, so it's so easy. That's a fun thing to do. When did you start teaching school?
Well, that's an interesting segue, actually, because my dad passed away, and I had a son, and I got divorced, and so it's really hard trying to juggle everything.
Sure.
And so I made a commitment to education. So I did a total turnaround, and I would say 1990. I passed the CBES. I took the CBES. In 1990, I decided to become a teacher and jump in with both feet. And at that time also, I decided I was going to get my doctorate in education. And so that was a goal of mine, and I accomplished that goal.
That's a good goal.
Yeah, so I'm an educator, and...
and you were teaching what?
I was teaching special ed at the time.
Okay.
But I have a degree in music, so I can teach music. I know.
Which leads me into something else.
Oh,
you know what I'm going to say?
No, I don't.
Well, you met my son Shane.
Oh, yeah, our rock band. And then that's
She was
right.
teaching at my son's junior high, and he's a guitarist.
True. Yeah.
And they hooked up and formed a little band.
Yeah.
He was really good.
It was an after school, what would you call it? An extension.
Yeah, just a fun thing.
Yeah.
And you guys played the assemblies.
Yes, we did. And we played at lunch, and your other son came over and
Adam
sang.
Too. Adam came over and sang, played guitar, the whole family thing.
But Adam, outstanding. And Shane, outstanding guitarist.
Unbelievable.
Oh,
he's now producing for television and radio, and he's just got an ASCAP Music Award last year.
Wow.
Yeah, he's way up there now.
So I taught.
He doesn't even answer my calls, my own son.
No.
So, all right, so you did this and you did that, and then after you finished those things, what'd you do?
Well, you mean my book?
Well, we're going to talk about the book.
Okay.
But what you're not doing Conan, you're not teaching school anymore.
No.
And so
I'm an educator.
Are you? Okay.
I don't teach students. I actually teach adults.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So I'm an administrator at Hamilton High School.
Okay.
And Hamilton is one of the best performing arts high schools in the country.
That's over in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, just south of Beverly Hills on Robertson.
Right, I know exactly where it is.
I love the school. I love the people. The students are very talented. It's like our Milliken students went. Our middle school Milliken students went to Hamilton and grew even more. And their talent. I mean, some of the students are playing on Broadway. Some were in the musical Glee. Remember the TV show Glee?
Sure.
Some of our students were in Glee. I mean, I love working there. I love these kids.
There's a lot of satisfaction in that.
It's just amazing.
Yeah.
And you get that one-on-one then working with like young adults.
Yeah.
You're working with people, with young adults who have goals and dreams and plans, and I can share with them.
And they comprehend it better.
Yes. And I can share my plan, my route, how I went, and they can use my advice or not. And the way the industry is now, everything's changed.
So much, yeah.
I learned from them. I mean, they're
so much,
teaching,
Yeah, but it's a whole different world out there now than when we were doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's kind of sharing. When you teach. But when you share, I teach wrestling out. They share. I've learned from people things that I should know that I don't know that I do know now.
Yeah.
Because they shared with me what I shared with them in a different point of view.
One of the exciting things at Hamilton is that we have these great teachers, and we now have students who want to develop their own record company. So they're developing their record company at Hamilton. And we have 6 small learning communities there. So another small learning community is more business-based, business interactive technology. Well, they're taking law courses. And then another one is Communication Arts Academy, and they're all artists.
Yeah.
And so they're doing the drawings for the music albums. Yeah. The kids are creating the music. The other kids are creating the whole new concept of a record company.
Amazing stuff.
And so they're talking to lawyers, or they're doing it themselves, and they're owning the product.
You definitely have some cool stuff in your life.
Yeah.
So now what? You got a book. You did a book.
Yes, I wrote a book.
So let's talk about the book.
It's my little hardcover and my paperback. And the whole goal for this, the phone rang, How 3 Sisters Navigate the Destructive Path of Leukemia. This is our oldest sister. This is me, and this is our youngest sister. And our sister Ann got leukemia. And it was a stunning event for our family. No one in our family, this doesn't happen to us. What is leukemia?
Yeah.
How do you handle this? And so what I decided to do, as we're in the middle of it, is I listened to my sister Chi, her voice, and my sister Ann. I interviewed her, and I put our thoughts and ideas together into one concept. Okay. And so in the book, each one of us have a different font for when we're speaking.
Right.
And when I interviewed Ann...
Oh, that's a clever idea.
Yeah. So when my sister Ann, when I interviewed her, she's done spaghetti westerns in Italy. She's traveled all over Europe. She did a movie with Jack Palance. All these different exciting events in her life. So I wanted to celebrate her life and show her how important her life is to us too. Of course.
Of course.
And so that's how this book came about. So now I self-published, and you can buy it on Amazon.com.
Okay, I'll have that up so they can see that.
Okay, and BarnesandNoble.com.
Right.
And really, it's a celebration of life. We have also a book trailer that's on YouTube, and we wanted to share with other families so they know what we went through and some of the things that they could do to help a family member and ease your brain.
This is good for you viewers out there, because everybody has some issue in their family, some health issue here and there, and maybe this will ring a bell with you and you want to check it out and read it, and it'll help your life. I think that's a great idea. Self-publishing really is the only way to go.
Hey, I was looking for publishers, and then I didn't want to wait.
No.
Because there's no way you send a little excerpt and you have to wait 3-4 weeks, a month, I don't know, 2 months for a response, and if you don't get a response, it means they don't want you.
Well,
I couldn't handle that
and that's
anymore.
the thing. Even when you publish to a publisher, you got to go out and do the legwork. They're not going to do anything. They're doing nothing. Yeah. So self-publishing means that you can promote all you want. You can do your own legwork. You keep 100% of the profits, and do your own thing and have it the way you want.
And my nephew's helping me with my website. Another friend helped me with the book trailer. So and then I'm donating a portion of the proceeds to We Spark in Sherman Oaks.
I know what that is.
Yeah, and it's a cancer support group, and they've been wonderful with my sister.
That's great.
And other friends and family members. It's just a great organization. And then Roswell Park Cancer Institute in Buffalo, New York, they're the ones that saved my sister's life, and the story's in here.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then we have some Conan photos in here too, because my story intertwines with her story.
Well, of course. When we talked about this, the book is really important, but the Conan photos is Red Sonja. I mean, everybody knows that character, so it all goes together as one story. It's great.
Right, yeah.
If people want to reach you on the internet, how do they do it?
drmaryreidgaudio.com.
Okay.
And I can give you.
I can do that.
Yeah, you can do a blog.
I know how to do that.
And so, or beautyviewfarm@gmail.com.
Okay.
So we have a farm in upstate New York that's been in the family for 150 years.
And you have Facebook.
I have Facebook for sure.
Under Mary Reid.
Yeah.
Okay.
R-E-I-D.
Of course. I knew that too.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you for being here. This is really good. I know
Thank
you
you.
guys are going to like this. Those photos you sent me are awesome.
Thank
And
you.
you'll identify with a lot of bodybuilders in there because you know most of them.
Yeah.
And thanks again for being here. This is
I
awesome.
appreciate
And
it.
thank you guys for
Fabulous.
watching Rick's Corner. We had a great time. And I like bringing on guests like you that have more to talk about than just sets and reps. Life with sets and reps is good for all of us. We work out. We try to do the best we can be. But there's more to life than that. And you've certainly proven that you've done a lot more than that. And most people I get on here with doctors and all that, same thing.
Now I'm doing Pilates more, keeping the muscles stretched.
Yeah, you got to change with the times,
I'm
right?
changing, yes.
I take a deep breath every time I put my shoes on. That's my warm-up.
That's right.
Yeah. Thanks again for watching Rick's Corner, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
It's RickDrasin.com. He is the equalizer, baby. See you next time.